Hey guys, so it's time here to check out the Huawei P8, which I picked up yesterday, and I've been playing with it on the sly here, checking it out and seeing what the device has to offer here. And this, for those who aren't aware, is Huawei's, I think, one of the latest high-end phones from Huawei for 2015, and it's got some nice hardware internally as well as externally. It's a full metal jacket kind of phone here, and the specs are very nice and high end. We can see here that we do get quite an innovative box here as well, which to me actually reminds me of like a kind of jewelry box because of the way it opens. Like you open it here and then you get the device out here like that, and then it's kind of like a very sleek and innovative way of boxing something, which props to Huawei for trying something different here. You will find that in here you'll get your access to everything that you're used to, such as your headphones, charger and SIM tool, etc. And we do also have a manual in there as well. So it's quite a nice box, this one, and certainly makes it feel like a high-end device here, not something cheap and rubbish. But we can see here that the device is 5.2 inches as well, and comes with a full HD display. So and this display is called IPS Neo LCD display. So that is obviously quite an interesting name. Maybe it's just marketing, but then again it does look absolutely luxurious in terms of the quality. You can have a look at the build quality as well here. This is the silver one, and you can see that Huawei have put a lot of attention to detail here. Everything just looks very premium. We do get 2 SIM slots as well for those who like to have multiple SIM cards. Maybe you're up to something mischievous or something. We get some speakers on the bottom there, which is nice, and the headphone jack at the top. The actual device feels very nice and thin here, and I do like the way that they have kind of emulated the kind of iPhone look, but not too much. It's still got some of its own kind of character, like this different top here with the dual LED flash. It looks extremely premium, and it feels really lightweight as well and high quality. In fact, to me it looks very similar to the Xperia Z3 Plus in terms of the size as well as the feel in the hand, etc. But then again, I do prefer Huawei's metallic back here, I think, because it is less prone to fingerprints, and it does still give off a very nice premium kind of look about it. You can see we don't get a physical shutter button, which is a bit of a shame though that you do get on the Z3, and the buttons do feel very tactile as well. We can go into the display here and have a look at the device. So as I said, it is a full HD panel, not quad HD, but nevertheless you can see that it's very high quality here. The colours, etc., look absolutely fantastic. I'd say that the quality is probably about the same as what you'd get on Xiaomi's devices, as well as OnePlus One as well, that kind of really colourful LCD panel, and that is what you want from a high-end device here. So I've got no complaints whatsoever when it comes to the display. It's very nice and high quality. For the processing package, we're getting the HiSilicon Kirin 930 or 935, which is a very nice high-end processor here. I don't think it's quite as high-end as like the Exynos 7 in the S6, but still very good when it comes to the raw specifications, and that's backed up with a Mali T628 MP4 chip, so very good for your gaming here. And you can see that things open up very nice and quick, absolutely no kind of lags or slowdowns. It feels much faster, for example, than the Honor 4X, which in itself is a very nice, fast device, which I do really enjoy the speed actually. I think it's fantastic. And also we're getting 3 gigs of RAM as well to back that up, so quite nice for your multitasking needs. The internal storage varies. You can either get one with a 16 gigs internal storage, which is this one, or 64 gigs internal storage. Probably worthwhile investing in that one if you have a lot to store. We also get micro SD expandability up to 128 gigs, which is very nice, and that gives you a lot of versatility here that you don't get on the S6. We're also getting a 13 megapixel camera here, and Huawei made a big deal about the camera on the P8. I think it's optically image stabilized as well, so you are going to get some very nice pictures according to Huawei. So I wanted to put it to the test here, and I have actually been out and about with the device to check out the camera, and you can have a look here first on the device, which I have taken some shots out and about, and you can see basically there's a lot of detail here being captured, and the pictures look absolutely fantastic in my opinion. I'd say that they're about on par with like most high-end phones nowadays. You know, I'm not going to be nitpicking when you consider that this phone's a lot cheaper than like the S6 and the G4. But you know, even though it is a little bit cheaper, to me the pictures look absolutely fantastic, and I think most people will be very happy with them. I can just blow them up on your screen as well here, so that you can check them out. And it does support HDR as well, for those who like to really go into the settings and make things a little bit more colourful. We're getting very nice widescreen shots if you want that, or more highly detailed 13 megapixel shots. For the front-facing camera, also they haven't skimped there. You're getting 8 megapixel selfie cam with full HD, which is good for those who like selfies. The only real downside I'd say in regards to the camera is that it doesn't support 4K, unfortunately, so you won't find that in the settings, but that's not a huge issue to, you know, a lot of people who don't really care too much about 4K. As you can see, the camera does tend to focus very quickly here and take the shot as well quite quick. You can do your machine gun mode. If I just turn up the volume a little bit. So that is very nice here. And as I said, the actual UI of the camera interface very similar to the Honor 4X here, or other Huawei devices. So if you're used to that, you'll recognize it here. You can see it's very nice and clean, and gives you quite a lot of control over things, such as the ISO, white balance, etc. So very nice camera experience here. You can even control the optical image stabilization, turn that on or off, which is something I don't really see too much of. And I think in terms of the software here, it's a bit of a love it or hate it kind of thing, really. You know, some people will really enjoy the Huawei software, where there's no app drawer, everything just kind of lands onto the desktop, whereas some other people might miss the kind of you know, more Google inspired software. But it is running Android 5.0.2, I think. You can just double check that actually. Yes, well, 5.0, not 5.0.2, with EMUI on top. And I do think that the EMUI is quite nice in terms of how it looks compared to some other kind of manufacturer's skins. It feels a lot, in fact it's a lot like the Xiaomi kind of skin, if you are used to that. As you can see from the settings here, very iPhone inspired. So to me it's very nice and clean. You know, I've not got an issue with it really. I do like the little touches that Huawei have put into it as well, such as the dynamically updating lock screen. As you can see, I do have a wallpaper on here, but if you take that off and go to here and use another wallpaper, you can basically, I forget how you do it now, but you can make it so that it dynamically updates itself with random pictures from, I don't know where it gets them from, but it's really awesome the way it does it. So I might put that back on when I find the actual setting. But you can see the actual software experience is very nice here and clean, and you know, it's quite intuitive. And obviously you do have music as well, which can just have a look if we can see a equalizer setting, because I think that Huawei phones come with like a DTX kind of optimizations when it comes to the music, so they don't actually have like a dedicated equalizer setting, so do bear that in mind with these phones. But overall, I'd say that Huawei have done really well here to bring a slightly cheaper phone to the market. It is a flagship phone at the end of the day, but it does retail for quite cheaper than like the top end phones. So you're still getting very nice build quality here, and you know, it feels absolutely luxurious in the hand. You're getting your dual SIM as well. You're also getting a fantastic camera here, you know, leagues above some of the even higher end phones so far from what I've seen on the camera side of things. So you know, if you see one of these for a good price, definitely don't be afraid to pick it up here. I think also you are backed up with quite a nice battery, 2680 mAh, so that should last a day, and so far the battery seems to be holding up quite well, so I will keep an eye on that though going forward. So yeah, I'll definitely do some comparisons with this phone, and if you got any ideas, just send them through and I'll definitely see what I can do. But I hope you enjoyed this little video of the Huawei P8, and if you did, don't forget to like it, and I will see you next time. Cheers.